XBA sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is Tony Pollard, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
On play action, Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
44. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now a first down throw, Fields. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Now Elliott. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That's now the 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 2nd and 7, Fields rolling to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this throw will be intercepted. picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Giants. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Fields. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 27, Prescott. And this one is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
The evidence was right there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields, flush to his right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action, Fields. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, and you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game.
I ain't gonna lie, they cheated you right there. Okay.
2nd and 10.
Hey, check back, 6. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, here's Fields. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. These 2 teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington. where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, a first down and more. And all the way up to the 46. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Play action. It's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2nd down and 4. One play action. Fields. Flushed out right. And out of bounds right around the 20.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Pollard. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And a big falls here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 3rd and long for Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Fields throw here pulled in by Lazard. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Powering his way forward. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. To throw is Fields. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On second and a couple. Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Open man right side is Tony. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott from the gun. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watch.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Gets by him at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Here's Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Second down, here's Barkley again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And that's why he the best in the league. Chance Drummond, baby.
That puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Chance Drummond, the best in the league. The best in the league.
But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for
He threw it right to the best in the league. Jack boys, call him out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And some room to run now. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now a first down throw, Fields. Slap, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Dak. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he's brought down. And they took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back